welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jets and the Niners, all that and more, coming up next.
Well, this 2024 season has been one to remember. Great games, great players, great finishes. And now, it all comes down to this. One game to decide it all. On this February night at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, this is Super Bowl 59. One game to decide it all. It's the AFC champion New York Jets and the champions of the NFC, the San Francisco 49ers. Around the globe, wherever you are, thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen, our first Super Bowl together partner. It has been an unpredictable 2024 season, and it all culminates in an unpredictable place, New Orleans, Louisiana.
This is certainly the signature sports moment of the calendar year, Mike, and for the two of us to be able to sit up here together and watch it unfold in real time, it's pretty special, and you just keep thinking all week, who's going to be that breakout player? What's going to be that signature drive or play that decides the outcome of this game? There's been some special moments over the years on these Super Bowl Sundays, and I know you and I are excited when this thing gets kicked off to see if we have another one in store.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now the former first-round pick, Breece Hall. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
A 1st down throw from Rodgers. Catch made, right side by Wilson. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Jets are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
He admitted to us the other day, Mike, that he's started to feel a little anxious as game day approached, and I think that's normal. Winning the NFC, that's one thing. But this is the type of stage that can take your legacy to a whole nother level if you're able to come out on top. But in order to make that happen, he's going to have to put those nerves behind him as soon as possible. The last thing you want to do is put yourself in an early hole because you just couldn't settle down. If he's able to remain calm, play his game, his team's going to have a great chance to end this night as world champs.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and now it's 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession. To go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down, not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
49ers offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw, it's Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Quickly to the outside and complete.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. He's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Jets offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Open man downfield is Conklin. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play here in the big game. 32 yards.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket, and great example of it here.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll give up the middle with Hall. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one here in Super Bowl 59, the Jets have the advantage. More from New Orleans after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Rodgers now gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. 1st down. 1st and goal. Now Rodgers. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. He'll tuck it and take off.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and goal for Aaron Rodgers. It is brought in the end zone. Malachi Corley. Touchdown, Jets.
when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Niners offense headed back to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Samuel there to make the catch. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy,
we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Mosley. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Well, the quarterback trying to find somebody open there, but that time, instead of finding his running back, it goes back the other way for a defensive score.
Mike, I think this is just one of those cases where the quarterback's just a little too casual with the throw. He kind of goes to his running back late on the check down. He never sees the defender until he's chasing him on his way for the touchdown.
Extra point try now for Zuerlein. He knocks it through. And the Jets move further out in front. It is now 17-0. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to New Orleans and Super Bowl 59 after this. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Hall. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
First down for Aaron. Hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
A-Rod out of the gun here on 3rd down. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. 2nd reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal. To the air once more. It's Rodgers.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate.
He's got his big tight end, Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, New York. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. How about 28 yards on the first play of the drive? 1st down picked up. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this 1st half. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. So Kittle comes in motion. Purdy now on second down. Off he goes. The Niners will use their third and final timeout. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Moody's kick is good. And the 49ers are on the board just before halftime.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you two in just a moment. These teams finishing off their final adjustments. We're about ready for the second half of Super Bowl 59. And to bring it your way, we go back to Mike Tirico.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They give to Hall. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Jets first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Second down and 8. Off the play fake, Rodgers. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
On comes Greg Zuerlein to try the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Jets will extend their third quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to see what they can do. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
A big play here in the big game. That gains an even 60 yards.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner, that is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years, and then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch.
On second down, Purdy. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Purdy and the 49ers will try to get 2 more.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Gibson now on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And before this drive starts, we'll take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. Up the sideline to the 40. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play here in the big game. 32 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run here with Hall. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down. From the gun, Rodgers. Throwing left side. And it's taken in by Williams.
It seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And Zuerlein comes back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. There's Deebo Samuel and the rest of this Niners offense set to take over again. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Whoa! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the 49ers first down.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
He's certainly making a strong case to be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Week. I mean, a touchdown earlier, now a sack. When you talk about impacting the game in all areas, this guy's having himself a ball game.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
George Kittle was the intended target that time, and it's going to lead to 4th down. The 49ers out for the punt. Here's Gibson to return, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Jets offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. 1st and 10. Rodgers. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Hall. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. The big defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave, brings that one to an end. 3rd down, here's Hall. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And the Jets have a 1st down.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the 4th from SoFi after this. It's 1st down, and it's Paul. And a short gain there, down only to the 48. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Rodgers to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
His kick is good! From 60 yards out, he's got the leg to knock it through.
And you talk about having confidence in your kicker, Mike. I mean, to send him out there to kick from midfield, and what does he do? He repays you with that confidence with a 60-yard field goal. I mean, that was something else.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. To throw on first down is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive, continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
Purdy works out of the pistol. That's hauled in once again. It's Ayuk. And he will score. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, 49ers. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Throwing again is Purdy. That is caught, and they get the two-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Gibson now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hall. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It was 3rd and 3, and they picked up 6. Another run here with Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time. On 3rd down, Rodgers. They'll try to set up the screen here. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. 2 minutes to play in Super Bowl 59. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. On comes the punt team now for the Jets as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down. Man in motion here is Jennings. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He gets it to Samuel, left side.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here's a big one. This 3rd down. They'll throw again with Purdy. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Sauce Gardner.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
The Jets offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, here comes Hall. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. We'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Downfield, and it's caught by Ayuk. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's Ayuk with it on the left side.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And the Jets have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. So this one in the win column for the Jets. And make that a 5th straight victory, as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. Commissioner Goodell gonna make the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to the New York Jets, champions of Super Bowl 59. So that will put a wrap on this year on EA Sports. Thanks to my partner, Greg Olson, for a great first season together in the booth. Until the fall, Mike Tirico, good night from the Super Bowl in New Orleans.